Hello YouTubers and welcome to another episode of the vlogs. Today, as you can tell, it's absolutely soaking out here. We've got Mr. Stanhope arriving, he's up there keeping nice and dry. But today we've got 2K prep for the 2K on Thursday. So let's get inside and then get on the water and maybe try and keep warm. So let's get to it. And we've made it into the crew room to fuel up after our wet session in the pier with Richard. But now it's time to fuel up because remember, food is fuel, and then we get on to some 2K prep. Oh yeah! And we've made it outside of the club, post-fueling up, pre-2K prep. Just like the prep for the 5K, it is really important to do a little bit of prep just to sort of get it right for you to plan what the right splits are for you, what the right rate is for you, so that you can get the most out of yourself on test day. So for us, we're a couple of days away from the 2K, so the distance for the actual prep can be a little bit longer, but you can figure it out yourself depending on how many days you've got before the test. You could actually do a sort of full distance a week or two before, so you can really figure out, do it a bit lower, rate lower, it's a bit slower than you would in the test day, and then on test day itself it can be full flat out, because then you've got a target time as well as you can go a bit faster. But we're going to do a couple of shorter pieces in preparation for our 2K in a couple of days, and again, this is to get the numbers out there that I think that I want to do for my 2K. So for me, my PB is 550, and I want to be able to see, since it's just the beginning of the season, I want to be close to there but not PBing obviously at this time. So my half hour at my 5K are faster than last year, so I want to be a little fast, probably around maybe 5:57 to 5:55, but we'll see how that goes. But the prep itself will be able to tell me kind of where I sit in there. So for the pieces, I want to sit around the rate I'll be doing for my 2K, and like I said, this is the first 2K of the year, so it won't be as high rate as the one in December, or there's one in March will be. So usually my PB rate is about 35, 36, and my PB is 550. So today I'll probably rate below 30 and see maybe a couple of splits slower, and then sort of judge how I feel by that. And then using that judgment and seeing how I feel in the prep pieces, I can then decide, okay, maybe that was too hard and I'm going to have to back off a little bit, or maybe that was really easy and I can start there on the 2K and then push on as I get through the piece. But that's the benefit of the prep. If you make a mistake on the prep, then you can adjust for the actual piece. But now it's time to get into the erg room, get on the erg and get on to the 2K prep. Oh yeah! made it into the crew room post haircut, post prep for the 2K in a couple of days. A bit stingy in the legs, but always good to figure out what the rates and what the splits are similar to.
He's had a haircut.
Oh yeah! And we've made it outside of the club for another day today. As you can tell, the rain has picked back up. Hopefully it goes off at some point, but the 2K prep, did a couple of pieces there, working out the rate, and like I said, it's getting used to the rate and the split that you want to see for the piece that you're doing. And so I did the first one at rate 30, the second one at rate 34, and it was good to feel out the two. I think I'll go around, maybe lower than 34. Felt a bit more comfortable with the higher rate, but it's still the beginning of the season, so I don't want to be comfortable for 1K and then blow my doors off for the other K. I want to be able to build through the piece, or at the very least maintain a split and not blow. But that is for Thursday. Keep on the planning, and now it's time to make my way through the rain, get home, get recovered, get some rest in. So let's get to it. Oh yeah. And we've made it back to the house. The rain has stopped, the sun is out and it's shining down. But as we are approaching fall or autumn and into winter, obviously the weather is going to get worse. But that doesn't affect the erg prep, as we are indoors for the testing and for the prep itself. But like I said, figuring out the splits, figuring out the rate, and then using that as part of a plan for the 2K on Thursday. So hopefully you guys can figure out what you want to do for your pieces by just doing a little bit of prep and then using that in your planning. Also, what I did today was use the prep as a chance to figure out a warm-up, or not figure out, but more test a warm-up. So I have a couple of things that I do in my warm-up that I like to do, and then doing that before a prep piece or pieces can help figure out, okay, maybe that warm-up was too late, too early, too long, too short, not intense enough, or too intense. So again, another chance to find failure almost, and then use that to plan off of and succeed at another opportunity. So now, like I said, a little bit of recovery, going to play with Yam, wherever he is. But now, as always, Yam Squad, remember to subscribe if you haven't already, hit that like button, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Oh yeah! Good boy. Hello, Yam. Hello. Here, sit. Come, good boy.